Hey guys, this is Sean Sandridge coming to you with a scandal video, and I'm not late today. So I got my notes, I'm ready to get to it. So please hit that like button, subscribe, and tell a friend about me. So let's go on with the scandal and my scandal notes. All right, so let's get to it. It starts out with Abby cockblocking the president with the journalist. And she is telling him about how important it is to protect yourself, and that you're single, but we just can't, there's a liability just having a woman that hasn't been vetted with the White House and with the protocols in place, and that it really pissed the president off because it was very unsexy about this person possibly collecting your DNA, and you are one of the world power leaders, and you can't just be sexing all over the place. And so that pissed off the president. Papa Pope and Olivia meet. Papa Pope is once again a proud Papa Bear, and he tells her that Jake isn't like us. He's one of us. He's one of my kids, but he's not like you and I. He's not built like us. And so then he breaks it to her that Jake is seeing someone. So Liv is like, whatever, when we all know that Liv cares, but she's playing off that she doesn't care. And I put down in my notes, I really think it's creepy that he says my kids. I'm glad to have my kids back. And Olivia and Jake are, doing the business. So that was just a side note. VP Susan announces her presidency, and David congratulates her. David is in bed with Elizabeth, who I figured out, and she asks him out for a dinner date. Huck confronts Liv about Jake, and he doesn't trust Jake. Hey, and Huck says, you shouldn't trust him. He's with Papa Pope, and he's not to be trusted. And she tells him that there's nothing, and Huck's not buying it. Papa Pope's a monster, and why aren't you getting this? And essentially he's saying, you got the vapors, and when you're done with the haze, come back and I'll be around. So I thought that was funny. He's like, when you snap out of the haze, I'll be here to pick up the collateral damage. So Cyrus is now getting the 411 on the young governor, and Cyrus wants to know the dirt. Like, he is too squeaky clean. He married his high school sweetheart, and he walks old ladies across the street. All this stuff. There's nothing bad, and so Cyrus needs to get the dirt or figure out something about him that's going to propel him, because nobody knows who he is. So Francisco Vargas is a clean guy, but they realize that he used to be part of Special Forces Afghanistan. So Cyrus is going to use this to his advantage. Hold that thought. Jake and Olivia are once again together, and she asks him, who are you seeing? And he's like, you'd like her, and she's like, what? And Jake's like, she's just somebody I've been seeing for a while, and she's giving him the side eye. Abby apologizes to the president about cock-blocking him with the journalist, but she's like, it's my job to protect you and to save you from yourself, and there's no manual on this. So stop fighting with me and stop fighting against me, and let's be allies on this. So Fitz responds like a teenager, and he just picks up the phone and makes a date with the journalist. I'm not even gonna go there, but long story short, they decide that they're gonna work it out, and Fitz stops having a little temper tantrum about it, but he sees Abby's side of it, and he decides, we're gonna have some protocols in place. So he's like, if you got to know my sex life, stop calling me Mr. President, call me Fitz, because only my close friends call me Fitz. So they made up. Um, oh, so, okay. So Cyrus has this master plan to bring the governor into the forefront because no one knows who this governor is. And Cyrus has decided that this is the guy that's going to get him back in the White House, to stay in the White House, and he is going to be in his rightful place with a president the way he was with Fitz. So he makes up this elaborate scheme to have one of the protesters shoot the governor. And it's kind of weird, but he is solicited to shoot the governor. He's going to be the fall guy, and this is going to help Cyrus because he's, Vargas is going to be a hero because he's special forces. He's going to, all of his training is just going to kick in, and his instincts are to, be the hero and save the day. So that's how it was starting. That was how it was set up, but then there was some things didn't go right. The gunman, he's doing this under duress because the old Secret Service guy, who I can't remember his name, but the old Secret Service guy who who killed the president's son, he's now with Cyrus, like partner Cyrus, like he was in a bath towel, something. Okay, so Secret Service guy that shot the president's son is now collaborating with Cyrus to get this gunman under duress to shoot the governor, so that the governor is now going to be known. And the gunman is not doing what he's supposed to do. And so Cyrus is like, talks to the Secret Service guy, you do what you need to do because this is my time. This is my time. I need to be in my rightful place. I need to be the hero. This guy needs to be the hero. So what ends up happening, which looked really fake, but what ends up happening is the Secret Service guy shoots Vargas, and then the gunman who was supposed to shoot Vargas is shocked because he doesn't know who just shot the governor, and then Vargas jumps into his, tactical, I'm gonna, do what I gotta do, and he pummels the guy, tackles the guy, and he's a hero. Long story short, he gets to be invited into the White House. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Quinn and Charlie they're babysitting. What ends up happening is that they're babysitting the boy who's actually the gunman's kid. That was crazy. I saw that early on. But anyway, so the Cyrus puts a little birdie in Abby's ear to invite the governor to the White House because all heroes, get invited to the White House. So she's like, that's a great idea. So he gets invited to the White House. Cyrus is all excited because, he's like, this is all part of my master plan. And so he's excited. Can I just say, there was a point where Papa Pope was stroking Liv's ego, and they were having dinner, and she never can trust her gut with her dad. She can't read her dad, and all I could think of was, those are the longest stem wine glasses I have ever seen. I was mesmerized by them. The stems on the wine glasses were so long, they were distracting. That's all I could think of. But anyway, Papa Pope is stroking Liv's ego, talking about taking on to that power, 1600 Pennsylvania power. And she is like, what is going on? Because she's thinking about what Huck says. And she's just like, I'm not sure how to figure this out. So fast forward. Fast forward. Olivia asked Jake, who is the girlfriend, and he's tight-lipped about it. She also asked, what is my dad up to? And he's tight-lipped about it. Now, remember, he is now head of NSA, so he goes to figure out about the gunman. Now, we all know Jake already knows what's going on, okay? So what ends up happening is, Charlie is getting paid off with having the kid who is of the gunman, and he got paid off. Jake knows about it, even though nothing was said, we all know Jake knows about it because he's with Papa Pope and he knows everything. Cyrus is playing chess, and I'm waiting to see how this all goes out, because Cyrus is in for the kill. He's all in. Chip's all in. He is going to mess up Melly trying to get the presidency. He is going to be enemy number one for her. Mark my words. So this is funny because David has a date with Susan. They sleep together. Elizabeth calls, asks how the date was, and then she's feeling some kind of way about David still being at the house with Susan, right? Susan's all excited. And so my husband's quote, this is my husband's quote. He says, for women, it's okay for a man to do whatever she wants them to do or will let them do, but it is not okay if the guy does the same thing on his own. Now both Liv and both Liv and Elizabeth are okay with the situation when it's on their terms, but when the guys are deviating off the script, i.e. Jake has a girlfriend, someone a little bit long term, Liv is feeling some kind of way about it, and now Elizabeth is feeling some kind of way about it because he didn't leave. Think about that. Yeah, so it ends with Cyrus is playing chess because he has manipulated all this to happen, to have this governor to be at the White House. So Cyrus has now got everything in motion, and it ends with Olivia is now spying on Jake's girlfriend Vanessa. And the crew is like, what? Like, why are we spying? So she wants to figure something out. I think her little women's spidey senses, little jealousy is coming, but I think she's going to try to spin it that, she wants to figure out what her dad is doing, what Jake is up to. But I think what it is she's feeling a little jealous. Can I just say, she had this bad outfit on, leather jacket, black leather jacket, black pants, black bag. I want the whole set. She was not dressed in red this time. Interesting. All right, well, you tell me what you think of the review. That's all I have. I hope you like it. I didn't waste time tonight because I was snowed in today. So that is Scandal. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you real soon. Bye.